Why does it matter if ghostwriting is AI? It matters a lot. First, you need to know this filter isn't me. I like to use it for ghostwriting because it stands out on my wall. And if you have a problem with that, then just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Both the writers using AI and the clients who hire them as ghostwriters have a misperception, a misconception, a misunderstanding. They don't get it when it comes to why AI is bad. And no, it's not just because I'm a writer and I want you to pay me, because I could just use AI if that was the case. So what AI generated means it's a bunch of content that's basically been stolen from other people. So generative AI takes it from other sources and uses it. So the risk that you run with that as well, and the reason why publishers do not like it, even Amazon, is because there could be copyright issues in the future. And I anticipate there will be a ton. So that generative AI is grabbing stuff from whatever sites it can find. It's pulling it in. It's creating your stories that aren't your stories. And you may not have been caught yet, but you will. And man, is that going to be embarrassing, huh? Not to mention expensive. So sure, use AI if you want, at your own risk. But I'm telling you right now that the money that you save in the short term is not going to be worth it compared to the amount you are going to need to pay in the long term. It's a risk that you just should not take. I'm using dark and dramatic Mary to answer such a serious question. So is ghostwriting dead now with AI? No. It's changed, transformed. It's become a bit more complicated. But it's also opened up a wide array of opportunity. Well, that is if you actually know how to write. So a lot of people, when generative AI, when it first hit the scene about, 2 years ago, everyone was all about it. People were using it to write everything. I had a number of writers who were writing for me, and I could tell when they were using AI. I could quickly tell when anybody was using AI, and now I know a lot of people can tell, but back then, when I would tell people that I knew when it was happening, people didn't believe me. But AI has a certain structure to its responses and its writing. There's a pattern in how it creates pieces, and that's why AI detectors can spot it. But back to your question, the reason why AI has not killed ghostwriting or really any kind of writing, if someone is a good writer, is because AI is not the best writer. It may seem like it does well, and it can do well with some things. It's great for taking a bunch of text and creating an outline from it, so like to read it for you and create an outline. If you work with a lot of research, that's really helpful. I work with a lot of research, so it's helpful. If you want to ask it for help with reframing something, it can give you some options, which can then inspire your own writing, which I've used it for that too. But regardless of what you use it for, you need to be really careful because AI hallucinates, which means it lies. And it does that a lot. And it also still inserts gibberish sometimes into things. So, and the reason why I know that is because I used to catch writers who would use AI, and there would be a wall of nonsense or a grouping of a paragraph or a sentence or some words that just didn't even make sense. And they didn't catch it because not only did they use AI to write, they didn't closely read what AI wrote for them. So now what's happening is that clients are also seeing this. So they also can tell now. They look for AI, so they can see when they read through the writing that has been given to them, that gibberish is there, the hallucinations are there, the repetitive structures are there, and you can spot it. I don't find the AI detectors to be so accurate, honestly. Like I've had times when I've had things that I tried it myself, or I have things that I wrote and things that I used AI because I was trying to figure out when one writer was very cleverly using AI. I knew they were, but it wasn't being detected. So there are ways around it. And there are also some writing structures that get flagged for AI and they're not. And that's if you use like Grammarly. I use Grammarly. But yeah, so I mean, I've had my own stuff flagged just by me because I check it all the time. And yeah, I just changed some words, I guess, to make sure it doesn't seem like it's AI, even though it's definitely not AI. And even a lot of those services that claim that they can humanize your copy, they're junk, just so you know, in case anyone watching this is interested. All they do is they put in commas and punctuation in wrong place. They put a lot of errors in your writing, and that's how they get around AI detection. But that's also not good writing. So yes, I'm finding that I have more clients rather than less come to me these days because they know that I'm not AI and I have a reputation for actually writing. And so, ghostwriting is far from dead. If anything, people are a lot more discerning about who they work with, which I think is good, because there are a lot of scammy, spammy, think they can just transcribe the words that someone is saying to them in an interview, and that's ghostwriting, and it is far from what ghostwriting is. So, and I know you don't like it when things are more than one part, so I was trying to answer it fully in this response to you. So I hope this answered your question, but feel free to ask anything else if I didn't.